Yo, this hot, this the spot, there it is, pod.com. We're interviewing the best comedians, so tune in quick and get your ears receiving them. We talking about life and life to stream right to you, from the microphone right to your home, dude. Side note, this might get embarrassing, but no, don't sweat, yo, cause there it is.
Welcome to the There It Is podcast, a comedy podcast to help you find your inspiration. I'm your host, Jason Farr. Let's do this. Thanks so much for joining us on this special Pop Talk episode. I am joined by the Of the Show fellas, and we talk all that pop about the Super Bowl. We get into it about the commercials, the halftime show, not quite so much about the game. We keep it about pop culture. And we end the episode with a fun discussion about fictional quarterbacks. So let's just get right to it. Here's my chat with the Of the Show fellas. Well, we've got the Of the Show fellas here to talk all that pop with the Super Bowl / football related pop talk. We've got best friend of the show, Rob.
Yeah, we're just going to go out here to this podcast, Jason, and we're just going to do a lot of the X's and O's. We're going to make a lot of references to things and probably talk about women inappropriately. And I think the key today is going to be like, we're going to try to pop a lot of talk, and I feel pretty good about it. I think I have a concussion.
Good pregame interview there. And we have brother of the show, Trey.
Well, we've prepared all week. I'm going to trust the game plan, trust in God.
Yep.
Coach has prepared us, so we're ready.
Yep.
And, of course, me. Playoffs? Are you talking about playoffs? Well,
I just want to win a game.
Thank you, Herb.
So we got some time relevant stuff. We're going to end with a fun question, but we got a couple of Super Bowl related things to start the show off with. And the first question right off the bat, what did you think of the halftime show? And we can start with you, Rob.
Yeah, it was. So I have to be honest, I'm not I should have listened to Bad Bunny stuff. I probably have listened to some of the stuff before. I knew of him. I became aware of him because of Bullet Train, because he's in that. I'd heard the name, and then I became aware of him because of that movie. That being said, probably not my type of music, not my type of rap, but I thought the performance was phenomenal. I'm not saying that to be like the typical white liberal guy. Honestly, I thought it was like What I didn't realize was, and I don't know, and I need to educate myself, I really thought like a lot of the Puerto Rican music reminded me a lot of Cuban music. Like, I felt like there was a lot of like crossover there. So I really enjoyed it. I didn't understand a word he was saying, but I don't speak Spanish, and I was with 3 Spanish speakers, and they couldn't really, because he's rapping and it's fast, they couldn't really.
I don't know how to speak Spanish fluently, and she was like, I don't know the Puerto Rican accent as well.
And that's because Megan probably has been around more Mexicans, so like she's and like she understands Mexican dialect more, and then her friend Monica is half Mexican, and so who was with us, and like so she understood, like she grew up in like LA, so so that kind of so again we were all kind of like and we kind of wish we could have had like subtitles and like but I thought the camera work on it was phenomenul. I thought it was way better than The Weeknd, because they tried to do those. That's what came
to my mind. The Weeknd's was bad.
But
do this.
One of the guys we had a bunch of people over at the house. That's why we're recording late, folks, but this is hot after the game. He was like, I just can't believe how good the camera operator is to stay with him and move through that, like especially when they were moving through like the sugarcane stuff and all that. I was very impressed. I liked how they had pre-recorded some stuff for transitions where like he fell through the roof. That was really cool. Was he wearing football pads?
At the beginning,
he looked really bulky.
He doesn't look like that normally.
No,
I think I think during one of the transitions or something, he took them off.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I mean, honestly, I just thought I liked a lot of the sounds of the songs. I liked a lot of the rhythms. I thought it was great, and I thought it was a great message at the end because as audience may know, I live in Minnesota, and I can say from the top of my lungs, go fuck yourself, ICE.
Yeah, it's
I
understandable.
so it was awesome to see that celebration of that culture
Yeah.
because right now it sucks here. It sucks worse than the news. If you watch our local news, it's worse. I don't know
That's
how it is in
saying something.
and I don't know how it is
Or
in LA, obviously, and New York, but like for
nothing's really
here,
going on here. Yeah.
honestly, it's horrible. I mean, we
Yeah.
used to have 130 ICE agents in the cities, and now in Minnesota, and now we have still have 3,000. Like they're supposed to draw down 700 soon. It is bullshit.
It
So
is.
to watch what was tonight, it was the biggest middle finger to these sons of bitches, and I love it. And everybody that I was with, we all loved it.
But
We
it was a
were,
kill him with kindness sort of thing,
yeah, and that's
opposed
the thing.
to, yeah.
Yeah. And so I had to look this up. That was a real wedding.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. You
It
took
kind
that,
of
you
looked
stole my
like it.
thunder on that.
Sorry. Because I was like, guys, I think that was real because they generally looked like it was a real
Yeah.
thing
Yeah, it did.
because the guy looked so happy.
When Justina saw the cake, she was like, I bet that's a real wedding.
I think that was one of the most interesting from a technical standpoint. I thought the movement and all of the people, I thought it was really great. And I think this is one of the better Super Bowls for all of it. I thought it was a great performance,
Yeah.
even if I
Trey.
didn't understand a word he said.
Trey.
Yeah, basically everything Rob just said is what I thought. I mean, I thought it was high production value, just very well
Mhm.
produced and staged. The one, I don't know what, negative isn't the right word, but the one knock for people in the stadium is that this kind of staging, this isn't new to this year. As you mentioned the weekend, the rappers medley with Eminem, all of them. Like
Mhm.
several of those, I feel like is produced just for TV. And the folks in the stadium probably don't
Hmm.
get much out of it. I mean, they're Jumbotron, so they can still see
Yeah.
something,
Yeah, but
but
it's harder to watch it on a screen there than in
Yeah.
any stadium. Like
right.
if you're
Whereas
at
you look,
MSG, it's a little bit easier to look at the
yeah.
screens.
Whereas like, Prince and other
Yeah.
classic acts like that, it's produced for both TV and in stadium.
Hmm.
But that's not a knock on Bad Bunny. That's just kind of the direction these halftime shows
Sure.
are going in,
Sure.
Yeah.
which I think is not great for in stadium, phenomenal for TV. But
Yeah.
Rob, you mentioned the camera movements. That stuff was great. Like you
Hmm.
said, I did notice because I'm on different text chains, just some stuff that friends were saying, and these were black friends. Even if there weren't the political climate that we're in, I just think we're still in a world where there's going to be these kind of culture differences, not necessarily wars, but culture
Hmm.
differences where people aren't as open-minded. Because some of my friends, I can understand if this isn't your kind of music,
Yeah.
and that's fine. But I think people went just a little too far in like, this sucks, his worst halftime ever. It's like,
Yeah.
you're not into his music. It's not
Yeah.
the worst ever. You're just
Yeah.
not into his music. And it reminded me of when Coldplay performed halftime
Hmm. Hmm.
and Beyonce and Bruno Mars came in as surprise and did a bit. And I just saw people online when Beyonce and Bruno left talking as though, all right, now the Super Bowl halftime show's back. Coldplay. And it's like, Beyonce and Bruno killed it. You
That's a
can't really be
weird
talking
take to
shit
say
I
about that.
can't.
now it's the Super Bowl halftime show is back when like that was the biggest energy thing.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Right.
just to go back to that, I remember saying I don't hate Coldplay, but I thought they had a pretty low energy, for lack of a better term, Super Bowl halftime set. If I was at a concert and they were doing that, I'd be like, good job. But I felt like for what they were doing before Beyonce and Bruno Mars came out, I was a little like, this is kind of sleepy. This isn't big stadium music. This is heartful music. Like
Yeah.
stuff.
Very
And so
mellow, kind
right,
of.
right, right. So when they came out, it was exciting and they were really great and the dance off was fun and that was when it started feeling like a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And a friend of mine who probably thinks mayonnaise is too spicy was like, she said, I didn't like that. Like Coldplay was all joy and they were all like angry faces and intense and aggressive. And it's like, why would you look at the brown people that way?
Are you still friends with this guy?
It was a gal and
Oh, okay.
not close.
Okay.
We're not close.
Her
Was
name
just
is
sort of like, huh?
Masmina.
Yeah. No, but I was like, I don't follow this take at all. Like, if you just prefer that style of music, fine.
Yeah.
But like, come on. You can't tell me what Coldplay was doing was more exciting than that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, that's where the culture difference or war or whatever you want to call it back then was a little different because, like you said, they picked an act that by its
Yeah.
nature is not hype you up. And the
Right.
Super Bowl halftime requires a hype you up. So they pulled
Right.
in some people who can hype you up. And there were just still differences in how people reacted to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas this was a hype you up act,
Yeah.
but from a culture that people aren't used to seeing on the Super Bowl halftime. Even with J-Lo and Shakira, it was still English speaking,
For the
Yeah.
most part.
more
It was.
mainstream.
Yeah.
They had a message. I forgot
Mhm,
about it
mhm.
until people were talking about it. Like that was
But
Trump
it was someone they were
1.0.
also
But
familiar with for years
Yeah.
before they
Both
got
of
it, you
them.
know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And like, I mean, but like, it's so funny when people are like, oh, they picked him for political reasons. It's like he's the biggest artist in the
The biggest
world.
artist, yeah.
He
number
has
one
Yeah,
like,
streamer
I
in
was looking,
history.
he just on Spotify, he has like 5 songs that have over 1 billion listens.
yeah.
Like,
Look, it's
probably
silly.
more.
Their
Yeah.
attitude about it, I've thought this whole time was silly. And you know, it's one thing if you just want to bring eyeballs to your thing. It's like the Puppy Bowl was never like mean-spirited.
Mm-hmm.
No.
They were just like, hey, you know, just watch these puppies.
Well, my wife for years wanted to watch the Puppy Bowl because they love puppies.
Right.
It's just alternative programming,
Because
not
she
into the
doesn't
Super
like
Bowl.
yeah, she's not
Right.
into the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that is not how the other halftime show was presented. It was presented as this is real America. And it was like definitely
Mhm.
done with this attitude as a thumb in the eye of Bad Bunny. And it's just like Puerto Rico's an American.
Territory.
They're a part of America.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit
Also,
about
like, why
others.
don't you go like, oh, do you want to go check out when he raped about how that statutory laws or this or like should just be mandatory because like he wants to have sex with underage girls?
Well,
Yeah, that
funny you mentioned that, Rob, because I was
yeah.
watching MS Now the other day.
Yeah.
Guy
First
Tim
you were
Miller.
liberal. Just kidding.
Well, this guy Tim Miller worked for Jeb Bush
Oh, I love
and
Tim
all
Miller.
that.
The director?
Yeah. He made the same point you just did because
Yeah.
it's like, you're talking about this is Bad Bunny's offensive, but you want to
Yeah.
listen to the guy who talks
Yeah.
about wanting to sleep with underage girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, his biggest hit is he mixed 2 songs he didn't write and wrote about.
Isn't it?
I'm gonna sing it like Cartman. And we were smoking different things, and we were jamming. That's a pretty good Cartman.
That is a pretty good one.
That is.
Yeah.
I was laughing earlier though, Jason, when you were talking about all the people who were like thumbing their nose because in the same interview when Tim Miller was talking, they showed a clip of all these people on Fox News reacting to Bad Bunny being the act and all these people going off and we need our own and alternative. And this one guy who was being interviewed, I forget who he was, but he was like, I mean, I don't know if we need another act. If you just don't want to watch it, then that's
Just
fine.
don't watch it. Like that just doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to like raise a
Because
stink.
it's just like, oh, let me monopolize something,
Mhm.
and yeah, we're gonna do an alternative family. If you're gonna do a family thing, like then like put up like I mean, why didn't Carrie Underwood do it? Like, why don't you have
Get the
like
Puppy Bowl. That's the real
yeah alternative or
I
like
mean, it's just a
Well,
weird
Carrie Underwood, NBC televised the Super Bowl, which she would have
Oh,
done
yeah,
the
she-
opening to, so she wouldn't have done any alternative, I'm sure.
fear.
yeah, true.
Well, I thought it was very fun and
Yeah.
lively and joy filled. I just thought it was a joyful show. And I'm so tired of people complaining about nice, happy things.
Yeah,
Going back to the wedding.
Yeah.
So the story on that, as I read it, is that the couple invited Bad Bunny to their wedding. And so how about you come and get married
I'm
at
busy.
the Super Bowl?
that
He
is
said, I've got plans.
that is so
No, that's
freaking
very
cool.
cool.
I don't know
Yeah.
much about him. Is he married?
I don't
Like,
know him
Yeah,
either.
like
He
I probably
seems cool. I liked him when he was on SNL.
He just
Yeah.
seems like a cool dude. Well, the only part I thought was interesting, we were like, why the fuck is Lady Gaga out there without Bruno Mars? Like, how's she doing that to Bruno? We thought there were people dressed as the Bushes and they were gonna dance, and we kept waiting for the Bushes to dance. So we swear to God, we thought people were dressed as Bushes. And so we were like, maybe he'll jump out as a Bush person. And like, we really thought Bruno Mars was coming out. We were surprised.
Thought
That's
a
funny.
brown skinned dude was
Yeah.
gonna come out as a Bush
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. Well,
Not that kind of
okay.
Bush
I know, I know.
That was weird.
Let's move on to chatting about the Super Bowl commercials that
Yeah.
we saw. I went last in the last round, so I'll go first this time. And I will give a shout out to the Gin Spark one with Matthew Broderick because our friend Erica was in it. John Manji, friend of the podcast, his partner Erica was in that commercial. So that's cool. And they crushed the role. But the commercial that made me laugh out loud was the Instacart commercial with Benson Boone and Ben Stiller.
That was my favorite.
That was my favorite. And
well, one of them. Yeah.
I'll mention two more. The Mandalorian and the Grogu
Yes.
commercial was such a unique way to do a trailer. Something about it felt really like fun and like nostalgic. And I like the approach that they took to it.
Like it was a Ford commercial or something, but it was for the movie.
I really dug it. And
I got the joke from 3 different people of, oh man, I thought those things smelled bad on the outside. Like the fact I realized, I was like, those are Tauntauns. Like as soon as I saw them, I was like, those aren't Clydesdale, those are Tauntauns.
You know, I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought that there was something, I just loved the style of it.
Yeah.
It was good. And then the other commercial I liked was the State Farm one with Haley Steinfeld.
Oh, yeah.
Keegan Michael Key and Danny McBride. I thought that one was fun.
Yeah.
The Benson, so my daughter loves Benson Boone. She's 5, so it's hilarious. She absolutely loves, but she, like, whenever we're in the car, she loves, like, I'm sorry, I'm here for someone else, or mystical, magical. She loves Benson Boone. And I knew that about like his flips and stuff. And then of course they made the joke on SNL, which was hilarious. She wasn't in the room, but I was like, Luke and I got really excited that it was Benson Boone, and Ben Stiller is still funny, man. He's always and I know he didn't actually do that pratfall, but
it was very funny. It was a very good fall. So those are my 3. What were yours, Trey?
I'll talk about a couple of meh first, and then get into ones I actually like. Because they are notable because of how pumped up they were, and then we're kind of a letdown. So that's why they landed on a meh list. And one is that Coinbase commercial where they did the Backstreet's Back song in a karaoke style.
Yeah.
So it gets your attention because of the song, and gets your attention because it's karaoke, and then it just says Coinbase at the end, and it's like, we're like, fucking crypto.
Yeah, we booed as soon as we saw that it was crypto. We all just immediately booed.
I think AI wrote that commercial because it really wasn't that good.
But how about the fact that that's 2 Backstreet Boy commercials?
Yeah,
both were AI, right?
All right.
Yeah,
I will say it must have been for it to catch my attention and make me stare to see what it was. It's effective in that regard, but it's not effective in the sense of I'm going to do something about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose all my money in crypto.
The other meh one, because it was a great premise, but the jokes weren't funny, was the Goodwill Duncan.
See, I liked that one. See,
there's something I liked about it. I'd give it a C+, B-.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's about where I am. I mean, that's a meh grade. Because it was the people were great. You had Whitley Gilbert. You had
I like how you went straight to there.
No, I was so glad they put
Urkel.
Yeah,
I was like, why have they never made something together? I would watch a show with those 2 together.
Yeah.
Like,
and they had Costanza and
Costanza.
Yeah,
and
obviously they really went all out.
Rachel and Tommy.
And Sam Malone comes out again.
Yeah, the weird thing about Sam Malone was like the de-aging AI on him was weird looking.
Yeah, everyone else looked pretty good.
It was better than pretty Irishman, but yeah.
Yeah. Some of it was his hair too. Like it looked like they painted the hair on instead of.
I wish they just had Danson come out just him now. Like I don't know. Yeah, I would have been. Like he doesn't have to look like Sam Malone. He could just be Danson. But maybe that's why people need to see. I know they were doing like this throwback to the 90s, but
but they didn't de-age Urkel and Alfonso.
No, they didn't
look like.
I like how you cannot say Urkel's real name, by the way.
Jaleel White, yeah. But you got to say Urkel. But it's just
Show that
the
man some
jokes.
respect.
He didn't say Jasmine Guy either.
No, I said Whitley Gilbert.
I know you did.
But
Well, we know where she
premise-
ranks in his spank bank. So
I'm nodding my head.
He's not,
But the premise great, actors great, just didn't land. It wasn't funny. to
Yeah.
me.
That one was one that was like crazy.
Yeah,
but I didn't hate it. I was just like, crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? I do want a Ben Affleck Jennifer Aniston movie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would think they would have.
I
good
was sort of like,
chemistry
how have they not done so?
I think they would have great chemistry. I really liked. So Luke, he wanted me to stress this to you guys, was he loved the Liquid Death commercial with people's heads exploded.
That's on my list of likes.
Oh, sorry, you weren't done. Sorry.
Because I only did the mess so far.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So,
Yeah.
so you already said Liquid Death.
Mhm.
I like the Uber Eats with Matthew McConaughey and Bradley Cooper.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Yeah.
But
And-
here's what I didn't understand about that. I thought that Bradley Cooper was the one that kept doing the theory about the food. That he decided that he's not doing the theory anymore. That football is about food.
That's a good point. Oh, I think Cooper might have said it's not about food in
But
earlier commercials.
I thought he said it was.
I don't know because they switched it.
I know. That's what I'm very confused on.
Yeah. One that I'm sure you two had to at least appreciate the jokes is the Raisin Bran commercial.
Yeah.
Will Shat.
Oh, yeah.
Will Shat in the house.
Yeah.
Is that a Shih Tzu?
Yeah. That
Got
was,
away with all
yeah.
of it.
It made me think of Colon Blow.
Yeah.
Remember that one? Yeah.
Yeah, Colin Blow is one of my favorite SNL parody commercials.
And I like the Xfinity for
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
That was funny.
That was
Yeah.
good.
That was
Though
pretty
I
good.
think the de-aging on Goodwill Duncan was better.
Yeah.
The AI was it was a
it was
little.
uncanny.
For
Valley
the
on
older
Sam
the person
Neill.
is, the younger you have to make them, the harder.
Except I thought Laura Dern looked.
She
like
might.
they might not have de-aged.
That's
her.
what I was about to say.
She just looked
She
good.
just looks
Like,
good.
Yeah.
I would
Goldblum
definitely marriage her
was-
story. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Goldblum was solid. They
I
might
want
have just put a wig
to
on
ask
him.
her if this thing is on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What'd you all think of the Sabrina Carpenter Pringles one?
I thought it was weird, and I like weird.
Yeah.
I
Like-
don't remember. I think I did not quite see that one.
She's like dating
I
a guy
like
that's
her.
like made of Pringles.
Yeah, she
Oh,
made
There's
it.
just
yeah,
Pringles,
I missed that
like,
part of it. I
Yeah,
missed that part of it.
and then she's like eating him at the end after he gets like tackled and falls to pieces, and they're all eating him.
She's crying and
She's crying,
eating him.
eating him. It was like the right kind of weird for me.
I really liked Sabrina Carpenter. I didn't
don't-
think her SNL quite met the expectations of what I had for that episode.
Yeah,
But
Mm.
she does seem to have a fun sense of humor, and I like her.
Yeah, I didn't have the expectations. I just enjoyed. Thought it was a good SNL, and her surprise guest appearance too later was good.
Yeah,
and then
she was good in both of that sketch. Both times she did it, she was very
Yeah.
good in those.
and she was the right. I don't know if you two have watched the Muppet Show, the new.
No, I wanna
incarnation
watch
yet.
Not yet.
So she was the right host for the bringing the Muppets
Oh, sure,
back.
I'm sure.
Oh, nice.
Because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Just quickly, Red Bull, where the dogs were flirting, and the dog drank a Red
Yeah,
Bull and
that was
tied his
very-
owner up, and she's like,
Yeah.
"You crazy dog."
Yeah.
Andy Samberg as
Yes.
Neil Diamond.
That was funny.
I thought this is what I said though. It's like if Neil Diamond did a shitload of cocaine, and then go back and watch it because he's got like red eyes and stuff. He looks like at first I didn't realize it was.
I didn't realize it was
Sandberg.
Andy Samberg until he
took me a
started going
minute.
into his
Yeah,
singing, like
yeah,
the Samberg singing.
Yeah, the
voice.
Sandberg
Mhm.
thing. Then I laughed thinking about like just snorting cocaine and then too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was your last one, Trey?
Yeah, the last official commercial. So there are a couple of good NBC promos, but
We're talking about Super Bowl ads.
yeah.
I
Rob,
yeah.
what you got?
The only one that I think that I liked because I'm just a sucker for this. I really liked the Eagle and the Clydesdale Budweiser commercial. I don't know why. I like that one. I like Eagles, and so I thought it was just like funny, like that. I don't know, like that he like the horse protects him and then he like grows into an eagle and stuff. I like Clydesdale commercials. I'm an American, okay.
The other was the Shane Gillis, Peyton Manning.
I liked it.
Fine with that one.
Well, I just like Peyton's line at the end. It's a pretty good wedding.
Yeah.
I think
he is so good in commercials.
Yes.
Which is the opposite of Jalen Hurts in commercials. Like
Jalen,
Jalen Hurts is so wooden, emotionless, and he's, by the way, marketability wise, is extremely marketable. He has a
yeah,
good look.
he's also not problematic.
He's not even just handsome. He's got a good head for commercials,
He
but
actually
he's got no emotion in his line deliveries. If he had the on-screen charisma as Peyton Manning, he'd be in every commercial.
Yes, I agree. I took a 180 on him last year because I hated him for a long time. I think I spoke ill of him a couple years ago. And because like he played for Alabama, that's why I didn't like him. He plays for a garbage team in a garbage city and you guys suck. But
Eagles,
yeah.
I thought you were American.
Yeah. But I like him. Like I think I like his attitude sometimes. But yeah, I mean he is
as
kind
a quarterback, he's great. He's just like any commercial I've seen him in, I'm
dull.
like, good God.
He's kind of dull. It's weird.
He's so dull.
But yeah, that's
nice
what I kind of
dude.
like about him too.
That's what makes him great, because he's
Yeah.
a boring quarterback who's not making it about him, and he's not making it about his ego, and that's why he's a great franchise quarterback.
Yes.
Amen. As a commercial spokesperson,
for a terrible franchise that deserves never to win another game.
But go ahead.
Yeah, but I go back to like I like the Xfinity commercial. I thought that was really funny. Like just that idea of like, oh no, I just got it fixed, and so like
it prevented the whole disaster.
But I liked at the end where he was like, he still got into the thing with the Dilophosaurus and he got out. You know, like he's like, nope. You know, he got out. And he looks that actor looks a lot like a guy I know, so it was kind of funny to think about. And that
it was a solid commercial.
I liked it. It was very expensive. Did any of the previews get you jacked up?
So we're very into Project Hail Mary. We listened to the book on tape.
Yeah, I started that book now. I'm enjoying
it. So there's that and Grogu.
Did you see the social media post where Ryan Gosling threw the football? Like it showed the football to the camera. It said Project Hail Mary. Then he threw it through the Randy Donuts.
Okay.
Sign.
Yeah, I saw that one, and it's bullshit. He's a terrible cornerback. We know that he couldn't cover shit. They needed Petey to come in. I know Gosling can't play football for shit.
That's the thing. If it hadn't that quick zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm joking because of Remember the Titans. Yeah. We'll talk about him later.
We'll get the stuff like Remember the Titans in a second. But the other one, which I'm sure it was an excellent commercial, was the sequel to Once Upon a Time.
Oh yeah, you know that I jizzed my pants when I saw that.
Yeah,
so it's directed by David Fincher.
Still written by Tarantino. That looks. I was a little not concerned, but I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be hard to do."
Know.
It looks good.
It looks good.
It kind of still kept enough of that style.
Yeah, it's like a good hybrid of the two, and I like it because it doesn't have Leo in it, and so you can go off and do something else with the character. I really thought it was clever in the commercial that they were showing him curse, but they had like that weird graphic over their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And they we flicking the camera off, and they were doing the graphic over the finger, like over any nudity.
Yeah,
I thought that was a smart way to do it for television.
It was.
What's
really
the name
cool.
of that movie?
I don't know, actually. I just know that there's the Cliff Booth.
Oh, The Adventures of Cliff.
Is that what it is?
So it looks so good.
It looks.
I don't know if they put the name of the movie up there.
They did. They just said Netflix.
It looks so good.
The other one that I thought looked great, and it's, I mean, obviously being a child of the 80s, man, I just believe he still has it.
Still Spielberg.
It just looks so good.
I'll watch
it. I mean, yeah.
Looks like it has a very interesting.
I didn't see that promo till just now when we were recording. I had it on mute, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I was late. I was telling Jason earlier, the pizza that I ordered like an hour beforehand, even though I ordered it online. Yeah. So I didn't get back into my apartment until the Seahawks had 3.
What
DiGiorno.
You should have gotten DiGiorno.
What's your pizza?
Not delivery.
This was Little Caesars. So I expected them to not be as bad. As far as
Los Angeles, you gotta have better pizza, man.
No, I mean there's the one place that I went to. Yeah. The one place I went to that wasn't a chain was legit, but it's just expensive. And
that is the problem. Like,
and I just wanted a regular ass pepperoni pizza.
We got like
that's what I said.
Our
regular ass
pizza. You know I love Little Caesars, so I ain't gonna hate on it. But our Super Bowl party was sponsored by Costco, so we had like
And I
Kirkland
had
chicken wings.
leftovers.
I did the
And-
Kirkland chicken wings.
Yeah.
That's what I roasted, that the barbecue sauce and all of that. So that's what I had
Okay.
with my Little
Okay,
Caesars
nice.
pizza.
Yeah, those are pretty good chicken wings. That's the
Yeah.
first time I've had their chicken wings before. And then like it's so funny. Our friends James and Monica got there late, and like by like the probably like the second quarter, and they brought like 2 pizzas from Domino's and like 3 things of wings, and we're like, you do not need, because we bought 2 of those bags of wings. So yeah, so it was like a shitload of. We had a bunch of people over, so but it was a lot. That's why I was like, gotta go. I gotta go podcast, guys. I gotta go talk some pop. So yeah.
Well, let's move on to the final topic.
Can I set it up?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
So
your
here-
idea.
It
Yeah.
was my idea. So let's just say like you're a fan of, I don't know, maybe like an NFC North team, and for some reason your guy that's never did any type of scouting gets fired after, I don't know, maybe the quarterback that you let walk just won the Super Bowl. I'm just all hypothetical. It's all hypothetical. Let's just,
Actually, he fired before he won it.
yeah,
He
no,
got
win it.
there.
We knew he was going to win it. Being a Vikings fan, we knew he was going to win. And so that's because that's how the universe works. And so let's just say I get hired, but I also, when I get hired, I get handed the Infinity Gauntlet with all the stones, so I can snap and bring in any fictional quarterback to be the quarterback for my team. So I propose, if you were GM of a team, what fictional quarterback would you want to draft?
So is that
So-
actually how you came up with the idea of ruminating about
Yes,
the
about
fighting
getting
of
fired.
Sam Darnold? And
Sam Darnold and Kwesi being fired. Yeah, like I'm like, I think I could have picked a better quarterback than him. That's easy for me to say, but yeah, I'm like, yeah, I absolutely was like, yeah, this is what's inspired me.
Nice.
So sorry, I introduce guys. I'll open
Yeah.
the floor.
Who do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay.
Your podcast.
Okay. I think Trey and I will have the same number one.
I probably.
It's Paul Blake of Necessary Roughness is who I would.
As number one?
That's my number one.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Nice, Ron.
Thank you. I was planning that joke. So
Oh, so you knew one of us was.
no,
yeah.
I didn't actually think you were going to pick him. I was going to mention him in honorable mentions.
I just really enjoyed that movie as a kid.
I
But
rewatched
mean,
it last night. It holds up.
Sinbad's
Yeah.
great in it.
Sinbad's great in it.
Oh.
You got Jason Bateman.
Oh yeah,
You've got
Robert
Kathy Ireland?
Loggia. No, it's Hector
He-
Elizondo.
Well, both of them.
Both
Both
of
of
them
them.
are
That's
in
right.
it.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Scott Bakula. He's great in it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
it's a
Paul
fun
Blake.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's got what I didn't realize as a kid watching it. It's not a carbon copy. It's its own thing, but it has shades of Major League. And
Yeah.
that kind of heart.
I think it's
uh,
just that era, and so they did a different comedy in the vein of Major League. My other one, just because I was like, oh well, Trey and I will probably both say Paul Blake, so I'll say Paul Crewe from The Longest Yard, but the original,
I was wondering. Yeah,
because he really feels that Burt Reynolds really feels like an
Well, 'cause he-
actual quarterback in that, like he
Mhm.
has the build of an actual
Well,
iconic.
he played
quarterback.
college football, right?
yeah, he played for FSU,
Yeah,
with
Florida. One of the Floridas. I can't remember. Yeah,
I think it's FSU. I think he was there with like
Yeah.
Bobby Bowden or something like that.
I think you're right.
yeah. Someone else will probably say my third one, so I won't.
I bet
first.
it's probably going to be my number one.
Yeah. So, all right.
Who'd you got, Trey?
So I'm just, instead of like talking just about stats or the movie,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say quotes and see if
Okay.
you can kind of get. Not all of these were said by the
Mhm.
quarterback,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
they were said in the movie. So number 6 I have on here just so I could say the quote.
Six.
Picture somebody running down the field
Oh my gosh.
and just gets down on his knee and then shoots himself dead.
Okay. Okay, hold on. That's Jimmy Dix.
Yeah.
Is Damon Wayans. That guy was a running back.
Yeah, I said he's
yeah,
not, the quarterback's not
yeah,
the one who said it, but I just wanted to say the line.
yeah. But Jimmy Dix, he can handle high pressure because he throws a ball probably like 80 yards to hit the vice president in the face to save his life. It's a clutch throw. That is a clutch throw. But he's got a drug problem. He's got to go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, like Paul Crewe,
Through the
like
game.
he hit a woman and went to
Yeah.
jail for it.
Yeah.
So, like, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
have to
so-
snap part of the snap would have to be
You
as
want to
a
do
kid
that?
moral
Yeah. But see, I'm
center.
a culture guy, and I don't want a wife beater in my culture.
Yeah,
I don't need
wouldn't
Tyreek
either. I
Hill.
wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Oh my
Well, that takes me to the next quote. See if you two recognize this. We don't care how much it costs, do we? We just care how much it makes. And if it costs too much, we charge a penny more. We make it part of the game plan. Would you pay a penny to save a fish who thinks? Yeah, and we handle all our lawsuits that way. Let the other team build all the power plants in all the wrong places. Let the other quarterback throw a girl out so the newspapers get a hold of it and the stockholders don't like it. We don't want any of that. Let's be the team that makes the rules. Let's be the team that plays fair, gets the best contract. Let's be the popular players.
I don't know.
Is that Kush?
Nope.
Oh, I forgot Kushlash.
Yeah.
You already
I got
took my thing.
Kushlash.
It's not Jerry Maguire.
Nope.
Fuck,
Is
what
it not the Point Break Johnny
Nope.
Utah quarterback?
Nope.
But no, I'm saying it's not that.
No, that's
I'm
not the
telling
quote to
you,
quote.
it's not.
It's not
that
even
one.
not the
No, and that's not the right quote from that movie. But yeah, no, I don't know.
Joe Pendleton is played by Warren Beatty in Heaven Can Wait.
I
Ooh,
thought
that's a
about
good
Joe
one.
Pendleton. He was third. I think he was actually third string quarterback. I don't think he was even second. But then the first string got hurt, and the second string got hurt, and so he
Part
was
of the
taking over
snap would have to
At
be
the
that
end
he's
of the
a better.
game. At the end of the
game.
game.
Yeah.
He was before he was accidentally killed by the
Great
Angels.
call.
He was actually starting. He was like a
Oh, he
great
was
player.
starting.
It was only once he took it over another body that he took over as the third
Okay,
string.
yeah, I got to go back and rewatch that one. That's Heaven Can Wait. So
Yeah.
great movie.
Yeah. Next quote. You're hurt, you're tired, you're bleeding. I'm going to make you a promise. We get into that end zone, you're not going to feel any pain.
The Replacements.
No.
No,
Any given Sunday.
Nope.
I know that line.
It's not
Because it's
Friday Night
already been
Lights.
said.
Oh, Necessary Roughness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott
Oh,
Bakula
that's right.
says
Bakula
that.
Yeah,
says
Scott
that.
Bakula
Yeah.
says that. Yeah.
All right. That's a good one. Okay. We got number 3.
Another funny thing from that movie before I go to the next one is Robert Loggia at the end when he's the head coach now.
Yeah.
He's just cursing. He's like, he played like a goddamn wild man. No, like a goddamn rampaging beast. And that's the way you got to do it. You go out there, you tear their fucking heads off, and you shit down their necks. Let us pray.
God, I got to rewatch that movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies I got to rewatch now. Yeah, I love football.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. All right, so let's see if you two are enough to even finish this quote, if you know enough to finish this quote. Clear eyes, full heart.
Full
Oh my
hearts
God,
can't
come on.
lose. So now are you talking? Okay, so who are you talking about?
Are you talking about the television series?
I am
Or are you
talking about the
talking about
television
the
Here,
series.
movies?
okay, I was going
No,
to
it's
talk about
only
this.
the
Go,
series.
go. Let me hear your. Okay, who you going with?
I'm going with Vince Howard,
Oh,
as played by
shit.
Michael B. Jordan.
Because I was going to say, if you're picking Matt Saracen, yeah, in his rookie season, he goes, I mean, whatever, it's high school. But he does leave him to the championship. But guess what? I'm a culture guy, and I'm a father. You're not impregnating my daughter as my starting quarterback. Hell no. Hell no. Nah!
That is being a family man.
Not my daughter.
That was actually the first time I saw Michael B. Jordan was this show.
Yeah,
And-
Vince is a good choice. That is a very good choice.
Okay, so here's my runner-up. And, just putting this together, it got very overwhelming. It gave me
Yeah.
Kushlash, Kushlash,
Yeah.
Kushlash, Kushlash, Kushlash.
Jerry Maguire. I forgot he was a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It went
Kush
number
was.
1. They actually did, when it was the 20th or 25th or something like that anniversary of Jerry Maguire, NFL Network did a football life on Frank Cushman.
Yeah.
And they actually had him do interviews and brought in other Jerry Maguire people to do interviews. And
That's
they used footage of Brian Greasy
Yeah.
as the Broncos quarterback to be Cush.
Oh, yeah. So Cameron Crowe went on Bill Simmons, the rewatchables, like a couple months ago, and he gave Bill a poster size Sports Illustrated of Kush. From the movie, like a poster size for his office. It was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah.
It's the fact that he was like starting to get Kushlash. And then he decides to
Yeah.
try to sing
Start
a
singing
song.
it. Yeah.
Kush.
Say that you love black people. I love black people.
I told you all most of that scene was ad-libbed.
That's why he won the fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
Well, that when he stands up and
Yeah, the dance that Paul
The dance
Abdul
that-
choreographed.
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good. So good.
All right, so you'll obviously immediately understand the quote or know the quote for number one. My name is Willie. Willie
Shit.
Beeman. I
Ben,
keep the
Yeah.
ladies
ladies
creaming, and
dreaming.
all my fans
Dance.
are
I'm
screaming. You
screaming.
gonna defeat me? You
I'm
dreaming?
dreaming.
So I will say, alcohol is a better song than that. But also, that is one of the most popular answers from what I
Yes.
saw online.
I'll get into my dissertation about
But
it,
I
but
feel
like,
like
yeah.
in real life, he's too short.
Okay, so I
That
gave it away to
He
you
is not
guys.
actually a
So that's what
quarterback.
I was texting the guys, and I looked up Adam Sandler because I was like, he's
Interesting.
5'10, he's my height. And so I was
Drew
like,
Brees was
man,
5'10", I think.
no, Drew
Yeah,
Brees is like, he's like, no,
6.
no, he's exactly 6. Bryce Young is 5'10. But yeah, I really thought that I was shookened by the fact that Jamie Foxx is 5'9.
Yeah, he doesn't look tall. I just don't think
He
he.
plays tall. He
It
looks taller
depends
than
who
he
he's
is.
with. Like,
He never Django, he feels like he's like 8 feet tall. Like he feels huge in
I
movies
think I
to
just
me.
already knew
I
his
I just
height
I
that
just assumed he was like six
because of
one.
Ali and stuff. No, I
Oh,
never really felt like he was a tall guy.
I guess I just yeah. So
So
did
what
you?
I
Yeah, like
said
I
to
just
Rob in text when he wrote that was,
Yeah,
I forget if I said it this way, but my thing is, how do they play in the movie? Like we're talking about the characters
yeah.
and the kid.
He
He
didn't play like
killed
he was.
everybody.
He didn't play
Yeah.
like he was
Dennis
5'9".
Quaid in that movie maybe is like has the more of the frame of a
Oh
real
yeah,
quarterback
absolutely.
Yeah,
than
actually.
Jamie
He
Foxx.
was a legit, even in the movie, he
Also,
was legit, just end of career.
Google Bill Bellamy telling the story about the Jamie Foxx LL Cool J fight on the set
Yeah,
of
I
that
forgot
movie.
about that. That
They had
movie
a fight.
Yeah,
that movie
Oh.
could have been like one of the best sports movie ever if they didn't do all the stupid Oliver Stone editing stuff he did in it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's like my like a lot of later Oliver Stone films could have been really good if he stopped doing the bullshit that he did in movies. I don't understand what happened with that guy. You made Wall Street. You made
Yeah.
Platoon.
Because that movie,
Um,
Any Given Sunday, was big when it was out, but you don't really hear people talk about it.
I think that Al Pacino's Game of Inches, that's a good speech,
You know
but
who was originally looked at for that role of Willie Beeman?
who's that?
Will
Chris
Smith?
Tucker.
Oh, Chris Tucker. Oh, makes
He
sense.
turned that
Will
role
Smith would have been
down.
good, but yeah,
Chris Tucker's more in the style of how Jamie Foxx played it,
I
though.
think
I would.
Chris Tucker
Chris Tucker
could
then
have
though is
surprised us
too
with that role.
skinny, too
Sure,
skinny.
sure.
Yeah, like
Um,
it'd be like Chappelle. Like Chappelle now, yeah, probably. But like, yeah. And I don't no, I mean it's muscle mostly.
yeah.
But yeah, like I just yeah. I can't maybe. I'm just thinking of like him and like Friday,
Hmm.
not
But
like later Rush Hour. 'Cause Rush
Hmm.
Hour he was probably a little bit bigger, but I can think Friday or Jackie Brown or something. He seems like lots
he could have done something.
To bulk him up. Because Christopher
yeah.
Reeve was skinny before,
Oh,
like when
true.
he was cast,
Right.
but before he
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
shooting.
Well,
Yeah.
Zachary Levi
Yeah.
before he
He
was
did not.
Shazam.
He did. Oh, I was gonna say he did. I
He's in a
watched his.
movie as Kurt Warner, right?
Yeah, I've watched it a couple times because I'm a sicko, and
A
he just
couple
doesn't.
times.
It. Yeah, I'm not proud of it. Like it was on Tubi, okay. Like I'm not proud of it, but I fucking like the story of Kurt Warner. Okay,
Sure.
like it's a
Yeah.
great
Bagging
story.
groceries one
Bagging
day and
at Hy-Vee, like yeah, it's my grocery store. Like so that's a good list.
Yeah.
yeah.
I,
One thing, The Ringer and the NFL.com both did lists. That's where I pulled a lot of the
okay, I was
reading and
wondering.
research from. And The Ringer described Willie Beeman as like Shador Sanders before Shador
Oh
because
God.
Willie Beeman was
I
the third string. He was literally the third string
Yeah.
quarterback. It's just
yeah
injuries ahead of him put him in.
yeah
And
And here he
wasn't
yeah.
is
quite
doing the
ready.
commercial that I just did
Yeah.
the
So
rap from.
yeah, okay. See, I looked at Willie more as a more of a comp to Patrick Mahomes because you got to think like when that movie came out, I mean, you'd had like I mean back in the 70s you had Fran Tarkington, you had a lot of more mobile quarterbacks back in the 70s. And then obviously when Michael Vick was coming in, but I don't even think Michael Vick had gone into the NFL when Any Given Sunday had come out. I think about like especially like black quarterbacks at the time, you think like Warren Moon or Randall Cunningham. They're more like or Steve McNair or oh shit, who played for the Titans? Was that Steve McNair? Was the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were more like traditional quarterbacks. They were a little mobile, but they weren't like Willie. And I feel like Willie's more of a comp to Patrick Mahomes because he learned because Mahomes, spent that year under Alex Smith. And,
Hmm.
I kind of view Cap as kind of like an Alex Smith. And of course, it's an injury that brings him out.
Hmm.
So I kind of thought Beeman was a little more like Mahomes, but I think you make a good point about Shadur Sanders, and I'm really trying to rethink things now. Like
Yeah.
maybe
Well,
I'm
they
wrong.
weren't
Yeah.
talking about the talent. They were talking
Oh,
about the
yeah.
fact that he
And
was
the
selling
stuff around
himself
him, I
and
guess.
focusing on himself so much
Yeah,
when
but
he's still the third string.
and he's the third string.
But to
So
your
yeah.
point, Rob,
Yeah.
that was an astute point because Any Given Sunday came out in '99.
Yeah.
Vic didn't graduate until 2000.
Yeah.
And so this was a little bit before the NFL was used to seeing the
The
mobile quarterback.
the dual
And
threat
so that's
guys.
where some of the friction in the movie came from. Is
Yeah.
that here's this guy who's trying to run a lot more and not just stay
Hmm.
in the pocket.
Yeah. And be more creative and be
Mm.
more improvisational.
Not
Again, I
in
think
this, not just
yeah.
in the Steve Young, Fran Tarkenton way, but in more of
Yeah.
a, like you said,
We watched it. I mean, we see it a lot more nowadays.
because Scott Bakula's Paul Blake, if I rewatched the movie last night,
Hmm.
he was a mobile quarterback. Like he
Yeah.
scrambled a lot. He was more of a Fran Tarkenton,
Yeah. Yeah.
which would have been like okay in
Yeah.
that era.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I looked at it not so much as a list. I was kind of going through like I started with high school, then I went to college, and then I went to professional in film. So in high school, you can start with obviously Sunshine. And here's the problem with Sunshine. He could throw a bomb, but he couldn't throw a fucking pitch. Like that was his issue.
The Ringer said the same thing.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like that makes no sense. I actually watched that movie. We got to go to Hawaii, and I watched it on the way back from Hawaii because somebody else had watched it on the way out. So I was like, oh, I want to watch Remember the Titans again. And so I watched it, and I was just like, I can't believe you can throw the ball that well, but you can't make that pitch, and then like you have to like Rev has to go down, and then he can do it. So I don't trust him. I just don't trust him. I don't think he has got the confidence. Obviously, my problem with Matt Saracen, yeah, he's a winner, but he's going to get your daughter pregnant. I'm a culture guy. No, thank you.
They did
Get
get
out.
married though.
Oh, fuck that. I love Matt Saracen. He's such a good guy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's such a good show. And then I didn't think about Vince because I'm racist. And so, and then another one, again, culture. Culture is important to me. And you're looking at me and you're saying, I don't want your life. Mox, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I wouldn't want
Get
that.
the fuck out of here, Mox.
I didn't even
You were like
consider
reading fucking like Descartes or something on the sideline instead of learning the playbook. Kiss my ass. And so, you know what? Bud Fulmer, he was a winner. And he should have, I can't let him go against my coach. I got to worry about the culture of the locker room. I don't need my stupid brown educated. Sorry, Trey. So no, out of here, Mox. Mox isn't in. And also, what
Wait, which
quarterback?
one's Mox from?
Varsity Blues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, here's another problematic thing. His kid brother's dressing up like Malcolm X. Like, I know it was the 90s, but Jesus.
Just played him in a movie.
Yes, he was good.
Yeah.
And then also,
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
you're the leader of the team, and you're going to take everybody drinking to a strip club on a Thursday night before a game, and you guys are so drunk that you're hungover for the next day, and you're puking on the field? No. That's culture. It's important. So all the high school guys are out. Don't trust any of them. They're not going to pan out. So then we go to college, and my problem with Bakula is he's old. Just that it's like, let's bring in Phillip Rivers. He's 44 and a grandpa. That's going to work out. Nope. So
It's more like Chris Winkie, though.
I like Phillip Rivers because it's relevant. So, and then another college guy, one, we know he blew out his knee. And one, when you need to take the shot and it matters, you can't do it. And that's Johnny Utah. No way. Sorry. Johnny, I just don't trust you. I can't.
Yeah, he was not on my list because he didn't even get to the pros. You know what I mean?
No. But you think, oh, maybe this guy later could have done it. And then another guy I don't have faith in is Craig Schaefer from The Program.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
He's an alcoholic.
It's been a minute since I've watched it,
Oh, yeah.
but they shot a lot of that on Duke's campus.
Oh, they did? Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. Okay. I mean, they're supposed to be FSU, is what it kind of is implied in that movie. I mean, their colors look just like FSU in the movie. But he's an alcoholic, and then he picks Christy Swanson to be with. Yikes. You know what? Not my Buffy. Not my Buffy.
My God.
I thought about it. I've thought about this a lot, guys. So then we can go to professional. And I appreciate what he did. and he came in a crappy situation, and he's got a great quote: "Pain heals, chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever." Shane Falco of The Replacements, another Keanu Reeves performance. He's a good
Yeah.
quarterback. He would
Keanu's
probably,
on the list twice.
yeah,
On
he
most
is.
people's like
Yeah,
the
Josh
list
He
I
says,
was,
looked at, he's
yeah,
on
yeah.
there twice.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
considered him,
I considered Falco.
but he was also a never was.
He's a never was, and you just worry. But we just saw a guy that people wrote off until he got,
And he's a
played for
scout.
the Vikings, and we made him great, and then he went on,
Mhm.
and he just won the Super Bowl, and I'm not mad about it. I'm proud of him.
He's
So
not
yeah,
on pumpkin mode anymore. I'll tell you
no.
that.
So, but Falco is a possibility. And then I ruled out Crew because he beats women. I ruled out Cap because he's old as hell. I ruled out Jimmy Dix just because of the drugs and the gambling
Mhm.
problems. But
Mhm.
I can throw a rock though. I would maybe consider it. I mean,
We
I do
didn't
think
see
he got
Goat, so we don't know if, like
oh, that guy
Marlon
kills
Wayans.
people. Like he like goes insane and kills people.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, he might have been good. You know
He
who
was a
might be
goat. Marlon
um
Wayans' character was a good.
yeah. And then yeah, but I really do think that Willie Beeman's the answer because one, like I said, I think he has a lot of comps to Patrick Mahomes. And here's another thing. Do you know that no, that's probably not good because he's never made it to the Super Bowl, but Jared Allen often throws up before games, just like Willie Beeman.
Donovan McNabb did before the NFC title game or the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But
So I think that's just a sign of greatness, really, when you think about it. Willie Beeman's the guy I would go with. And definitely not anybody from Leatherheads. But it was fun thinking about like who would actually do well in the modern NFL. Probably Cush would be the safest answer. He has height, he's got the build.
Yeah.
He probably would have been good.
prototype, yeah.
But so would Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, but
Could have, but like a 70s era.
yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe 80s,
yeah, like a Terry
maybe.
Bradshaw kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
guy.
that era.
That's where the sites I looked at when they talked about Joe Pendleton, when they talked about Crew, they said for the time, for the era, for the style of play at that time, they did a lot of that kind of stuff when talking about some of the older characters.
Yeah. Who else did they have anybody else on their list that we were kind of missing?
Some of them went to like 25. One, it was a joke on both lists, but Uncle Rico.
Yeah, I did see that on a list.
I could throw it over a mountain.
But you've named pretty much the big ones.
Yeah.
Ted McGinley's character in Revenge of the Nerds
We
was
don't
on
know.
both lists.
Yeah.
It's
But
just that we
yeah.
never actually saw him
I
thrash.
never actually know if Adam, what conference was Adam's university in? Did he actually do anything?
Let me see if there's anybody else. One of the lists kind of merged the two versions of Crew, the Burt Reynolds and the Adam Sandler. Another list had them separate, and Burt Reynolds, of course, was the better one.
Yeah, of course.
Both lists had Flash Gordon.
I thought about it. Here's the thing, though.
Oh, interesting.
Here's what immediately disqualifies Flash. Why is that? Because he was a quarterback for the Jets. Starting quarterback for the Jets.
Brendan Fraser's character,
Oh,
David Green from School
I forgot
Ties.
David Green. He's probably going to Harvard. But Harvard, Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard. He played a long time in the NFL. He never made it to playoffs, but he almost made it in the playoffs with the Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
I love Ryan Fitzpatrick. So yeah, David Green's a good one, and Brendan Fraser's got a good build.
Mhm.
Like he's
Mhm.
yeah,
He's
actually,
a big dude. He's a tall, yeah, you look at him in Mummy.
Yeah,
He's
Mummy.
big,
he's a like broad shoulder kind of guy.
Anthony Michael Hall from Johnny Be Good.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Like, here's the thing with that movie is I remember there's a scene where he's walking down the road and he's got like purple suit on, and there's this song, it's like rockin' till you drop, dancing till your feet fall off. It's also from the Monster Squad. Yeah.
They need to do more of that in movies.
Yeah.
Like someone's just walking around and then they start playing some song.
I mean, it worked.
You were talking about Joe Kane earlier getting drunk. The Ringer was also joking about how there's no way he's in his early 20s because the actor who played him was 33.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, The Rock from The Game Plan.
Oh, actually,
yeah. So I did not remember.
I forgot about
if
the
he
game
was
plan.
I thought about the game plan, but I didn't know if he was a quarterback or not.
Did I watch the game plan? Yeah, I did. Am I proud of it? No, I'm not. I haven't even watched it with my children. Oh, and I was
Anthony
going to throw
Michael
out
Hall's not, well, she
I was
can
going to
be.
throw out Air Bud, but Air Bud was not a quarterback. He was a receiver.
No, but
So,
the Ringer did list the quarterback from his team.
oh shit. If you have Air Bud to throw to. It's
Yeah.
got to be, it's like a combo. I don't know if that's ever happened. We're like, well, I mean, kind of like, they got, Joe Burrow got, oh shit, not Justin Shepard, the other guy that plays with the freaking Bengals that's also from LSU. Can we also say how great Brandy Carlisle and Charlie
Yeah,
Pluth was
Charlie, yeah.
fantastic.
Lift every voice and sing. She was great though.
That
Coco
lady was
Jones.
great. Yeah, she was great.
And so were Brandy and Charlie.
Charlie,
Mhm.
Brandy was that was beautiful, and then Charlie, man, nobody knew. Like everybody else didn't know who he was, but me. And I guess I see his stuff because he does a lot of like stuff online, like where he like records stuff and he shows his process. So I've
Mhm.
just seen a lot of his videos. I'm just very aware of him, and obviously I know some of his hit songs.
Mhm.
And he has he's like perfect pitch and stuff. Like there's a lot of those videos of him like
Mhm.
what's insane, like the kind of ear he has. When he started playing the Fender Rhodes, I was like, that sounded good. Yeah, he could have done a longer intro. I thought it was a great version. It
Really?
really, yeah, it was really overall a great Super Bowl. And here's why it was great, because Robert Kraft can suck it. Oh,
He had a rough week. Snub for the Hall of Fame and didn't win the Super Bowl.
I thought it was really funny. They're like, somebody said, the Patriots haven't won a Super Bowl without Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So,
They've been so
yeah.
many times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the only thing I said about this is like the only negative thing. And I have mixed feelings about Seattle because obviously being a fan of an NFC team and the Blair Walsh game, they beat us. Like it sucks. We should have, but we weren't going to win that year. But anyways, but still sucks. But the thing about Mike McDonald is I was like, he looks like a Lego person came to life. Like he's the most, like I said, he's like an AI generated he's like the most like plain looking man I've ever seen. He looks like a Lego guy. Like someone was like, I wish you were real. And he became a human. That's what he looks like. He's so plain looking. He seems like a nice guy. I don't know. He just looks he looks like if vanilla ice cream became a human. Like he looks like Pinocchio became a real boy. He just looks so plain.
Well, there it is.
There it is.
Thanks so much for being on the podcast.
Hey guys. Pain heals, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever, except for Robert Kraft.
Both teams played hard, my man. Both teams played hard.
Drake May played the ground hard when he got sacked 7 times. Suck it.
As per usual, a ridiculous episode from the Of the Show fellas. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at There It Is Pod, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at There It Is, and follow me on Instagram and Threads at Jason Farr Picks. Also subscribe to our comedy lifestyle newsletter and support us if you can. We have a Patreon and a PayPal. Go to thereitispod.com for newsletter and support info. Links in bio. Until next time, be good to each other. It's a moral imperative.
The music for the theme song was created by Neil Brooks. The rap was written and performed by Nick Acevedo. The logo for There It Is was created by Jeff Prater. The There It Is podcast is produced by Jason Farr.